we also know, ladies and gentlemen, in court, they are going to come and bring so-called DNA evidence and say, because of DNA evidence, we found the DNA there. You know what I mean by there, right? We found the DNA there, therefore you are guilty. That's what they're going to come in court and say. But let's go back to common sense again. What does common sense say? Kalau tak ada masuk, macam mana dia pergi sana? Very basic. If there is no penetration, how did the DNA get there? Basic question. So, for me, and I offer you this answer, the DNA was planted. That is what we will say and show in court. Now, ladies and gentlemen, fabrication of evidence has happened in this case. Is this the first time fabrication of evidence is happening in cases for Dato' Sri Anwar? No. It has been happening from 1998 till now, and we are seeing the same thing happening again. Earlier, when Dr. Yap started his speech, he told about Dr. Mahathir, saying to him and the other backbenchers, Anwar Ibrahim has a black eye. I think it is self-inflicted. That we know was a lie. Dr. Mahathir lied, and I think he knew he was lying. That we know. But the point I'm making now, by telling again that story, is because the AG of this country today, Tan Sri Gani Patel, who was then a senior prosecutor in the AG's chambers, he fabricated a medical report on the 26th of October 1998 to support Dr. Mahathir's idea that it was self-inflicted. This is the loyal civil servant trying to support the boss, to angkat the boss. The boss says black, we write black in the report. The boss says white, we write white in the report. So the boss said, Anwar Ibrahim punched himself, we write in the report, Anwar Ibrahim punched himself. This is true, this is what we know. At that time, we did not know it. At that time. Now, those of you who remember the events of 98, think back. 20th September 98, Anwar Ibrahim was punched, was assaulted, almost killed in the lockup in Bukit Aman. 27th September, he made a police report. Investigation was open. You remember, month after month after month, we were waiting for the outcome. Who assaulted Anwar Ibrahim? Did we get the answer? No. January 1999, we were then told that the police investigation was inconclusive, that the police investigation could not identify who assaulted Anwar Ibrahim. But what did the government do? They set up the Royal Commission. Remember the Royal Commission? Ladies and gentlemen, today we know that all that was a complete lie. Today we know. Today we know that the police investigation within a matter of 2 weeks identified Rahim Noor as the person who punched Anwar Ibrahim. How do we know that today? Because the investigating officer, Dato' Mat Zain, has come out and said it today. 3 months ago, Dato' Mat Zain wrote a letter to the MACC explaining all this. That letter we used in court last Thursday. This was the lie that was told to us. The point I'm making is, the AG of this country then was fabricating medical evidence to support Dr. Mahathir. He didn't only fabricate that evidence, he fabricated a lot of other things in the first 2 trials. The case of Sukma, how Sukma was beaten to get a false confession, how Dr. Munawar was tortured in jail to get a false confession, all these things. This was done by the AG of this country, Tan Sri Gani Patel. The same man, Tan Sri Gani Patel, some of you will remember the case of Dato' Nalakarapan. Do you remember the case? They arrested Nalakarapan for some bullets that were sitting at the back of his safe. And then what did they do? They told, and who is the person? Tan Sri Gani Patel told Narakarpan through his lawyer, I want you to give false evidence to implicate Anwar Ibrahim. Otherwise, we will hang you under the ISA. This is by none other than the AG of this country. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are not surprised that they are fabricating evidence today to fix up Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. Why? Because Anwar Ibrahim today, as the leader of the Pakatan, building the momentum for the Pakatan, is the single biggest political threat to UMNO and Barisan Nasional. But, ladies and gentlemen, as YB Tian Chua said, let the court process go on. We will fight them. We will fight them in court and we will fight them outside court. Lawan tetap lawan. We will never stop fighting them. Because we know, at the end of the day, it is you, the people of Malaysia. You are the ones who will decide. You are the ones who made the change in March 08, and you are the ones who will continue to bring the change.